Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I hope you've all had a good week. I'm Laura of LKG 329 Sales on eBay, Facebook, Instagram, and here on YouTube. In this week's video, we've got 4 orders going out, plus some topics to talk about after that, so let's get to it. It is Tuesday night, and I've got 3 orders on the list. This one is getting canceled tonight because they have not paid yet. This one has to have a shipping label printed today, so that's why I'm going ahead and pulling these 2 orders tonight. First order going out is a couple of Boyd's Bear figurines in this tub here. And it is 2 of these. This is the parade one. Everybody loves a parade, and there are no issues at all with that one. And then also in that lot is this one right here. I think this one is all tied up. Yeah, all tied up. And he's got a couple of little issues on him, but put those 2 together. Got these at a yard sale. I paid $20 for a lot of them, and some of them were too damaged to full with selling. Ended up with about $2.22 a piece in these, so I've got $4.44 in these 2, and they sold on a best offer at $16.50 plus shipping. And the other order, going out tonight, well, that I'm packaging up tonight, is this box right here. This is the last set of jewelry that I'm selling for a friend. And this one got relisted multiple times on auction and finally sold for $8 plus shipping. So the total for these 2 orders is $24.50 plus shipping. It is Wednesday afternoon. I was getting ready to come out and destroy my eBay space so I can reorganize it, and had 2 orders come through, so I decided to go ahead and pull these first and then I'll destroy my eBay space. So this is both of those orders. Both of these are Boyd's Bear figurine lots. I picked all of these up at a church rummage sale and gave $1 per figurine. So the first set going out is this set of 4 in the boxes. So I've got $4 in this, and these sold for $14.99 plus shipping. And then this second lot is 5 figurines in it. Once again, $1 a piece. So I've got $5 in this one, and they sold for $19.99 plus shipping. And these were bought by the same buyer, and so I will combine these and get a shipping discount sent to them if possible. So the total for this order going out is $34.98 plus shipping. So I don't have any haul footage this week. Sourcing did not happen last week. We were in Vacation Bible School last week, which went really well. The kids were great, and all of those who were working and helping out did a fantastic job. Everyone had a really good time, so that was enjoyable. But I was also trying to work on reorganizing the eBay space last week, bringing in new inventory while I had everything pulled out and in different places from normal wasn't really the best idea, but we also had storms every day. Especially Saturday was the worst storms that we had. Everything was fine. There's no damage or anything, but they were pretty intense for a little while with the heavy rain, and the wind got pretty strong for a little bit, but everything was fine, but nobody was doing yard sales locally, so sourcing did not happen. But the 4 orders that did go out this week went out for a total of $59.48 plus shipping on all 4 of those items. And we also ended the month of June with those orders, which came in at a total sales of $256.37 for the month, which is my lowest month this year. So I'm a bit disappointed with that, but hopefully I will have a second quarter review video out either this week or next week. I'm really trying to get that out this week, But if it doesn't, it will definitely be out next week, and we'll look at some numbers and compare second quarter to first quarter and see how those numbers turned out. One thing I found interesting this week was I had to cancel an order. When I was pulling orders Monday, I mentioned that there was the one order that had not been paid for, and it had been longer than the 4 days that eBay allows. So I did cancel that order, and then I think it was 3 days later, I got a message from eBay saying that they were canceling the order because the buyer's account had suspicious activity on it. And so I was kind of confused with that a little bit because I had already canceled it, but eBay said they were canceling it. So I don't know what the deal was with that. I was pretty sure from the get-go that it was someone who wasn't going to pay anyways, but sales are so slow. I went ahead and accepted the offer that they sent, which it wasn't a bad offer. It was just a calculator that's listed for $14.99. They sent me an offer at $13.99. And so I did accept that just in case they were just a new buyer. And everybody's got to start somewhere with their eBay accounts. So gave the benefit of the doubt. Never got any communication from them. I did reach out to them, just checking, hey, are you still interested in this item? I'm ready to ship it once payment's received. Please let me know if you changed your mind. And never heard anything back from them. So I did go ahead and cancel the order once the required time had passed. But then to get that follow-up email from eBay was just kind of like, this is a bit redundant. I've already done this. And you can't do it because I've already done it. But anyways, I don't know. Is that normal? I didn't realize eBay would send out those letters like that. So that was an interesting experience this week. I also wanted to touch base and update a little bit more with the new USPS ground shipping, the USPS Ground Advantage that will be replacing the USPS Parcel Select and Retail Ground shipping, as well as first class package shipments. That is going to be in effect July 9th. I had been wondering, how is that going to affect my listings? Do I have to go in and update all of the items that I have Parcel Select and Retail Ground selected on? So eBay did send out communication, and I decided I would just read this to you. This is something that you should be able to access from your account. So I don't think there's going to be any issue with me reading this outright to you, but if there is, I guess I'll deal with it when that happens. But anyways, so it says, the United States Postal Service is consolidating its ground shipping options by combining USPS Retail Ground, First Class Package, and Parcel Select Ground into a single service, USPS Ground Advantage. Here's what to expect on eBay beginning July 9th. Printing labels on eBay. Will update labels automatically. If you had a sale with First Class Package or Parcel Select Ground, the label will print and display as USPS Ground Advantage. If you printed your label prior to July 9th, USPS will continue to accept packages with the previous services for a period of time. In regards to updating your listings on eBay, Ground Advantage will be available as a listing service on eBay beginning July 9th. Listings with Parcel Select Ground will automatically be updated to reflect USPS Ground Advantage as the shipping service. Only First Class Package services are moving to Ground Advantage. First Class mail for letters and envelopes will remain unchanged. If you ship with First Class Package, you will be able to update listings to USPS Ground Advantage over the next 30 days. Business policies will also need to be updated. I personally don't use the business policies yet. I haven't really figured out exactly how that's supposed to work. The one time that I did try to use it, it messed everything up, so I need to do a little bit more digging before I try to go back in and do that again. If you ship letters and envelopes with First Class mail, no changes will be required. Listings with Retail Ground will need to be updated to USPS Ground Advantage. So that is something that we will have to do as the seller, is my understanding. If you have any of your listings with the Retail Ground option, we will have to go in and update those specific listings ourselves. So I know I've got some listings out there that I have the Retail Ground option on, so I'm hoping there's going to be a way to filter my listings based on that. I haven't looked at it yet, but there's still a few more days before this goes into effect, so I'm not terribly worried about it right now. but it's definitely something that I'm going to look into and see if it's a possibility. If I can, I'm going to put a link in the description box or possibly in the comments section, giving you a direct link to the USPS website with more details about Ground Advantage and how that's going to work and what that's going to look like. So if you'd like to read further or get more details about this, that will be available to you from their website. And the last item on the list for today's video is a look at June's goals. What did I actually get accomplished? And then the new goals that I'm setting for the month of July. So for June, I already mentioned last week that I failed on my listing goals for last month, which was to list 3 new items or 5 similar items per day for at least 24 days of the month. The 24 is based on how many days I listed in the month of May, which I think is the most listing days I've had in a month so far this year. So I'm going to try and stick to a minimum of 24 days worth of listings for the month of July as well. Also for the month of June, I had that I wanted to pull the items that were on my listed inventory shelving that were no longer going to be sold on eBay, that will be put out in a yard sale or something else. Something's going to be done with them because it is not worth selling them on eBay. So I did get all of those pulled, and I've got those stored away in a different area out of my way. So those will be dealt with as soon as possible. Another item was to install the new shelving, which did get installed, and also reorganizing the eBay space, which I did get a lot of that done. Not quite as much as I had hoped to. It's not 100% complete anyways, but I did get a lot done. And so there's just a little bit of finishing up that I will try to get done during the month of July, but that was accomplished. Another item that I failed on was taking care of my table situation, which really it's just simply because this one works, but I know this isn't the type of table that I want going forward. I want something more functional. I want something that has storage drawers in it that fits in the space very well. So I'm hoping to do that in July, but I honestly can't guarantee that I will get that done, but it's just on my goals list. That is something that I do intend to take care of, hopefully in the month of July. So the July goals are to list 3 new or 5 similar items for a minimum of 24 days during the month, finish reorganizing my eBay space to continue getting the flow as smooth as possible, and to work on getting a table solution figured out. So do you do goals? Do you do monthly goals? If you do, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to read them. As for this video, this is all that I have for you this week. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave me a comment below if you have any kind of feedback, questions, or suggestions. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.